All right.
Hello. I
Hey,
West Wing. I West Wing. Hello.
hey, I think we are live now. I'm just double
Give
checking.
me a second.
Okay. Let's see. What's going on, everybody? Hold on one sec. I'm just pulling everything up real quick. We got some interesting stuff to cover today. it's yeah, it's gonna be interesting to say the least. Let's see here. Um, where's the? Let's see.
Hey, are we live?
Yep, yep, we're live.
No, my wife wants to say something for her 1240 crew, but it's not gonna today is not gonna happen. Yeah, yeah, Eileen, fuera que estamos live. Hello. You're gonna have to cut that off live.
Okay. Well, there's not very many people. Oops, just dropped my phone. There's not many people on right now, but yeah, we're live right now, so everyone can
But it
hear
will
you.
stay there.
But
Yeah.
so yeah, guys.
It's gonna save to the podcast to the channel, right?
Yep, it'll stay on the channel. Mm-hmm.
Well, I just want to talk about a couple of things that are really boiling me right now.
Sure. Yeah.
First one is the devs,
Yep.
the developers in the developers in this game
Mm-hmm.
are honestly the most pathetic, uh, greedy, and I just think that they're just gaslighters. I honestly have never played a game where the tech support and the developers have been caught
Hmm.
in lies, have been exposed, and they gaslight you for it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's there's definitely a lot that's going into what you're saying. Are you going to go into details about it, or like what? How far in did you want to get with what the developers are
No, we're
doing?
we're gonna go into details. I mean, this has nothing to do with our fight or anything like that. It has to do basically with their double standard, their equality.
Mm-hmm.
They have this thing like where they say like everything is supposed to be equal and everything is supposed to be the same and blah 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 and you know
Yeah.
we found out of something that had been particularly done to our server, and
Mm-hmm.
not to our server 1130. It's affecting multiple servers, but the one that it's affecting particularly is ours,
Right.
and I'll go into details of that in a second.
Mm-hmm.
But to give the background on this, M7 from the 1070, I think, is the server.
Hmm.
Wait a second now. I think it's like 1070. I'll get you the server in a second.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we talked, and we were talking basically about he was going into his third fight, and he tells me I just finished. Before the fight, I finished my tech center and 33, and I was like, "What do you mean you finished 33?"
Mm-hmm.
Before the third fight, and he's like, "Yeah, I did it this morning, and I did it as a warlord. I didn't even do engineer." And I was like, "That's not possible."
Hmm.
We did the math on the engineering, and I mean on the oil, and there's no way. And
Hmm.
anyways, we start doing like backtracking and trying to figure out how he's getting oil that we're not getting, right?
Right.
And we figure out how it was done. And so I started to get, I was like, well, maybe we're just unlucky. Um, and then M7, by the way, he is from server 1063.
Okay.
Uh, he's a BIP 18 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so we can get him on the chat later, and he will give you his impression of this, which is very actually disturbing about the developers. But
Hmm.
what happened was basically each season has a schedule,
Mm-hmm.
and that schedule is basically the same for every division, right? And when I say divisions, is whatever is like the same, whatever enters SBS the same time, like whichever servers, if it's from 1125 to, I think in our case, to 1152, the servers that are in that division have the same um, schedule, right? And the schedule is day one, you get the season boost. Day four, you get more for each
Hmm.
exclusive weapon. 18 is Carly, 39 is Swift, then blah, blah, blah until 89 in season two, where, I'm sorry, the last event is 92, which is the Doomsday and Zombie Invasion.
Right.
Now they moved the gorilla to 89. It used to be 93, I believe.
Hmm.
But basically, everybody's structured. Doesn't matter if you're in server 900 or in server 1500. That's going to be your schedule basically
Hmm.
for the season, right? Unless
Mm-hmm.
they change it, and they'll change it, and it'll affect everything post that, right? So let's just say they were going to do a change, right? It would affect uh, if they wanted to change something from the server that where M7 is, and the servers before and the servers after,
Mm-hmm.
because there's a trench that went after and before us.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to change something, well, then it would be progressively changing for everybody like after us, right? From the 1130 forward, or the whatever the brackets are after 1130.
Right.
Um, so we've always, I've never, this is not something I've ever checked. This is not something I give a damn about usually. I usually just wait for things to be released, and we get them.
Mm-hmm.
But in this particular case, it was important. And the reason it was important to me is because in season two, I was basically completely locked down in growth. I
Hmm.
could not use drones. My drone has not upgraded since season one.
Mm.
Um, my Valor, I've not been able to use Valor for basically all of season two. I've been maxed in
Yep.
Valor, so I was not able to grow in Valor,
Mm-hmm.
and 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 that's fine. I mean, these things. The other VIPs, VIP 18s, like Mr. Nice, who we just plays catch up. I mean, he caught up, and
Yep.
basically now he's done with this tech just barely. I think at the end of our fighting,
Mm.
but then you have the release of oil, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's obviously a very important day for me in the sense of growth. And they released oil. It was we expect we knew exactly what was going to happen, basically on the terms of the schedule. But then we find out that our SVS gets plugged in 1 week before.
Mm.
Yes. So this is where this gets very complicated, because and if you have the screenshots, and you have the replies from devs, they don't even know what else to tell me. They change their stories twice on
Mm.
on this position, because I caught them on the lie,
Yep.
and they took 3 days to reply to me. And by the way, guys, I don't know if you're frustrated with developers not replying in the normal support in the game, um, they don't reply to VIP 18s.
Hmm.
The devs are just plain out snubs, arrogant people. Maybe they reply to the Chinese or somebody else, but to me, they don't reply. And I have two VIP accounts from day zero, built and spent,
Yeah.
and uh, they don't reply to me. So they are. In fact, I had an appointment with a dev, and they sent me his secretary. Um, uh, it was one of the most pathetic interactions I've ever had with a gaming company.
Hmm.
Uh, it is very sad in a way for me to be able to say that, because at least in the sense, like, I don't want any type of preferential treatment in the sense of getting things that are not available to everybody, but at least I expect, like, to have uh communication with devs and understand certain things.
Right.
An example of this, by the way, I don't know if you remember this, Smitty, but last weekend my chat disappeared for 48 hours, and I was not mute. It was nothing related to that, but
Mm-hmm.
my chat was gone for 48 hours, and
Yeah,
I
that was
could not
weird.
get a reply. Um, I could like, my 1240 account was fine, but anybody, we tried multiple people logging my account, it was just gone. The chat was completely gone.
Hmm.
It took them 48 hours just to reply to me, and another 24 hours to fix it.
That's crazy.
This is honestly the most pathetic support there is in
Hmm.
gaming that I've experienced. I played Rise of Kingdoms. Tech support over there is very diligent. Uh, they're very attentive.
Hmm.
Uh, they give you a little bit more on the sensitivity of chats. Here, it's you can't even talk anymore in this game. In World Chat, you can't troll, can't talk to people. It's just like it's ridiculous. It's
Right.
ridiculous, and I have never played a game where the amount of fragile egos is as congested as Last War. But I've also never played a game where the developers are just basically, you know, and I think the reason they do this is just because that way the system auto filters it. I guess they have some AI doing it, and that way they don't spend money and they don't have to deal with it. So they just auto let the system run its own code. But yeah, and we'll go a little bit into the mute in a second.
Right.
But this has basically hit uh, the end with me in sense of developers. Eh, it is we proved to them that they discriminated against our server on the
Hmm.
release of SVS, which ultimately the effect was that we are going to be the only division that does not have available, or that you can make it to Castle 33 with uh, Tech Center 33 in the last 200 servers, and even post, because my other account isn't going to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it, it doesn't make sense, right? It didn't make sense to us. I thought it was going to be an error or something like that. No.
Yeah.
So and you see the screenshots when I go and confront them, they say, "Oh, everything releases on the same day. Everything is normal." I proved to them. I showed them the schedule of 63. We showed them the schedule of the first 1100s,
Mm-hmm.
and we showed them the schedule. We went even deep. We went even further back, and then we showed them the 1240, and that's when they don't even know what to tell me anymore, right?
Hmm.
Because they say, "Oh, everything releases on the same dates in the calendar," but SVS is not in that calendar. So
Yeah.
what they did was they released SVS on our server before, on purpose,
Hmm.
on our division on purpose.
Yeah.
Um, and there's, by the way, there's like six VIP 18s involved in this. They
Hmm.
actually were very angry.
Hmm.
They're not from our division. I talked to them. We have a chat where there's multiple VIP 18s.
Hmm.
And we all feel the same about this thing with tech support. It's crazy.
Hmm.
It is honestly just pathetic.
Hmm.
Um, and they contacted the devs. The devs never replied.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah,
That's
this is
crazy.
just like it's a joke. It's a joke. This is just a bad joke of a company.
Hmm.
It's a bad joke of a company. I mean, um, they know that they have us basically invested in here, and they're just gonna keep dropping content so they can just bill. But the tech support of this company is just pathetic. Um, the other day on 1240, um, you know, they're finishing the skin of Fury, and I gave them such a roasting that they just skipped me in line against the other VIP teams, and I didn't even ask for that crap. But I mean, they know I'm on top of them,
Hmm.
and I don't know. I don't know why they're so stuck up with this thing about the oil. I
Hmm.
want to think that there is no dev playing in our division, but I find it very hard to believe
Hmm.
because or somebody of or some interest, because how can you tell me in 400 servers we are the only exception?
Right. And I mean, also if you just look at the matchups, I mean, there's no way the devs don't pay attention to like who we have beef with and things like that as well.
No, they don't. They probably don't. It's an algorithm probably. I don't know. I don't
Hmm.
care. But the fact that uh, they they're doing this is basically, in my theory, is just either me to get more involved in the war, um, through helping our alliance and spending more, or um, or just basically just tell them to fuck off. Which
Hmm.
I'm thinking they're forcing me to spend on the alliance, but I don't understand how, like, and you have to understand, uh, bro. There's only so many VIP 18s, but there are very few that make it to VIP 18 and cross over to where I am, and like I'm gonna get to oil and I'm gonna finish the tech tree
Yeah.
almost 75%.
Hmm.
My drone is going to hit 300 the first day or whenever I can tech it up or whatever, because I have the parts for it.
Hmm.
So and just to give you an idea, it takes 50 million points of VIP to get VIP 18.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Golden Fighter is 200 million VIP. So
Hmm.
he's four-time VIP 18 in theory. We started a year later, and I'm 125 million VIP on Neff. And
Yeah.
with Fury, I'm close to 100 million BIP. So
Hmm.
in total, I'm like 224 plus whatever I've spent that's not in either of these two accounts, which is
Right.
we're not going to talk about that right now directly to their. But these people have no respect whatsoever to even have a serious discussion about what they did. That is definitely not something that's an algorithm,
Hmm.
that it's not within what they're saying about the parameters.
Right.
Um, they talk about equality,
Hmm.
and I have never seen that. And you've been with me since the beginning, Smitty, and you've seen the things that have happened.
Hmm.
That VS where they like there was a mistake, and I don't remember. I think it was like the second VS where um, uh, somebody, I think it was TNFD, that crossed over, and they had lost, but they got matched up with a winner, and they never stopped them. I mean,
Oh.
I have seen so many things in this server that it is crazy, and I don't see them in 1240.
Hmm.
I don't see this disruption in 1240, and it's me. Um, it is basically an account that has it's 2 months younger. It's still crazy VIP 18. It's not. It's twice VIP 18.
Right.
Uh, so it's not. I mean, it's just basically trailing what I haven't bought in difference of time starting, but that account has bought everything since day one,
Mm-hmm.
and it's about to max decos as well.
Hmm.
So I don't understand, and I'm very frustrated with the devs. Very frustrated with the devs.
Right. Yeah, it is really frustrating, and I mean, even just like the simple thing is like this as far as like the mutes go and stuff like that. I mean, you would think that you'd still at least be able to like they should make a feature where you can still talk in your alliance chat or things like that, and just mute you from at the worst case scenario from dual or season chat. Like you shouldn't be muted from legit everything. They could just maybe do it from one chat or the other. So
I
if
don't
it,
know. I think that these people, I think these people literally just live with a pole up their ass. And I'm sorry, my language got out of control, but it's honestly mind baffling to me how I literally confront these people. Like, it's funny because I have those screenshots from a week ago when M7 brought this up to me,
mm-hmm.
and he was if he hadn't talked to me, I wouldn't have known,
Hmm.
and he brought it up. So it's like he is puzzled. I'm puzzled.
Hmm.
Um, we'll bring up the other BIP 18s, probably do a podcast with them, and they'll give their opinions. But this is like, uh, this is like honestly, if you want service, don't play this game. If you want tech service when there's like bugs and stuff, don't play this game.
Hmm.
They don't they're not there.
Hmm.
It's not the non-spenders, not the VIP 12, 13, 14. They don't give a damn about VIP 18s. They don't
Hmm.
give a damn. Um, it's yeah, this thing about equality and the rules apply to everybody like the same. It's bullshit. They just do whatever the fuck they want.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of well, I mean, it sounds like there's been a lot of other people that have been complaining about the devs recently too. Like I heard, I think Lord Shaka was saying something, and he got, I don't know, someone was saying in the chat earlier that his account got like banned or muted or I don't know something like that. Because I know he had made a video I saw recently talking about the devs that he was frustrated with them, and I think there might have been someone else as well, but. I don't know. It sounds like the devs are kind of on a spree right now with screwing some people over.
No, I think that they just don't care. I think that they're making money. They want once. So here's the perspective on a spender's perspective on this matter. I think once they get you hooked and they have a pattern of spending,
Mm-hmm.
um, they just they just think it's like a zero. I mean, a zero coupon, a clip coupon, and they're just getting their interest on their principal. I mean, they just think you're gonna stop, not gonna stop spending, so uh, they don't care what you do. It's basically their way of thinking. It's a cultural thing.
Hmm.
Um, it's pathetic. It's honestly, I have never in my entire gaming experience
Hmm.
dealt with such trash developers and tech budget.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, and I will tell you, this is the difference between playing a game with an American company and a Chinese company based in Singapore.
Hmm.
This is exactly why I detest playing overseas games.
Hmm.
The respect you get is null. I mean, null.
Hmm.
And it's not even about BIP 18. It's like you don't get any. I don't know if you've ever played any games by Blizzard or Electronic Arts or anything of the sort. But by the way, Electronic Arts, I think it just got bought by the Saudi Wealth Fund for like $60 billion.
Hmm.
But there, it doesn't matter if you're a VIP 18 or whatever. I mean, a spender or not spender. Most of those games are not really based on spending, but they get back to you, and they care about getting back to you and fixing things, even if their tech support is in India, even if the tech support that senior developers are in California or whatnot. They get back to you and they fix things, and you can have arguments, you can make your specifics on points, and you can argue.
Mm-hmm.
This is a one-sided relationship. This is like, you're playing our game, you're paying, and you can shut the fuck up.
Hmm.
And we'll tell us what you want. Tell us what you want us to do for you.
Hmm.
Tell us what would you like to do with content. Oh, that's a great idea. Never implement it, and that, I think, the old VIP 18s have it very fresh in their minds. The devs have been very well known for basically um, promising and not delivering.
Hmm.
In fact, I think one of the biggest promises that they have broken to Golden Fighter in particular is the VIP 18, 19 and 20.
Hmm.
Um, but I've never talked to Justin, but I've talked to Golden, and he's a solid dude.
Hmm.
And I mean, they haven't kept his word for, I think, like a year now.
Hmm.
So I don't have any hopes of this situation changing. I honestly do not have any hope of tech support evolving, and my patience is running thin. I today I honestly, for the first time, contemplated quitting the
Well.
game, and not this is not related to our enemies. Our enemies are great, and they keep us very interested in the game, and we can never complain about the quality of our enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they always live up to our expectations, and
Mm-hmm.
the sad part about this is it's really the frustration with um, the devs. It's just a lack of respect, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I agree. I
And,
think.
and on top of that, I got slapped a 7-day mute today for talking
Oh
in
yeah.
our world chat. This is the best part, for talking in our world chat where there's only FAFO, PPAP, QBC, and Bro. So
Hmm.
our alliances, somebody left accounts there as alts or to be a pests or something, and they just reported something we said in world chat, and I got a 7-day mute.
Yeah, that's crazy. 7 days. That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
well, I mean, they don't care, and in
Hmm.
fact, look at the dev is so arrogant. Like, he, hold on. Uh, as a VIP player with high influence, your words carry even more weight.
Hmm.
That's why we encourage you to handle such situations differently. For example, by reporting the player directly instead of responding in chat. This way, we can investigate with them properly without affecting your account. I know it feels unfair. This guy is not even writing to me.
Well, I mean, it basically sounds biased toward you as a VIP 18. Like you get a bigger punishment
Well,
because of it.
he's saying I have a higher responsibility,
Hmm.
and he's going to punish me more for that. Like, I've never. I mean,
That is
usually in
crazy.
other games, when you get muted and you're the top spender or whatever, they won't take your mute off, but they'll be like, we'll take 12 hours. If it's 24 hours, we'll take 6 hours off or whatnot. Here, it's like, no, we're going to give you maximum punishment because you're a higher influence. You know what I said? I said, fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Uh, you screwed us. You screwed us in this thing with the oil, which I'm gonna send. You and I are gonna make a video about this with all the screenshots and all the proof from all the servers and everything. We're gonna structure this, and we're gonna make this a
Okay.
detailed video of how these people literally got cornered, got percent to prove, and they literally,
Mm-hmm.
when they were exposed, they disappeared for 2 days, and then they just basically said exactly what we proved, what we said, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Eh, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you saw the first paragraph where they even say all the trigger events and rewards are set for the same across all servers. There's no discrimination or special adjustment for any one server. Most of our updates include code boss rewards are tied to a fixed day within the season, day X of season two, day Y of season three.
Mm.
They are not adjusted or delayed because of when a specific server has an SBS match or any other activity. The thing is, right, and this is why I went back. First, they said that uh, it always releases on X day, and then they tried they figured they when I presented the evidence, they figured out that the problem wasn't the boss rewards going off. It was that the SVS they triggered it before in our server,
Mm-hmm. Right.
and they cannot tell me they triggered it earlier because of season ending. They just triggered it early
Mm-hmm.
with purpose,
Right.
which comes to a second problem because they also did the same thing for the gorilla now. So it's a triple discrimination on my account. Gorilla, drone parts, tech.
Mm-hmm.
So who really benefits from not me having HQ33 and science? If you tell me that all servers get affected equally, that's fine, but that's not true,
Mm. Yeah. I mean, really,
right?
it's.
And
You go ahead.
oh, go.
No, I was gonna say. I mean, really, you're the main one that gets affected since you've been maxed for so long. I mean, at this point for you, it's just been a waiting game.
Yeah, it's been a waiting game for a very long time. It's just honestly pathetic,
Mm.
completely pathetic what this shit is going on.
Yeah. But did you want me to share the screenshots on this live, or did you want to save it for a different video?
We can do it later, but I like to read the comments. I hadn't read what people were writing. I'm sorry, we're not interacting with people, but I did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's been quite a bit of interaction in the chat. It looks like. Um, let's see here. If you guys.
The person who reported this in our server is not is not from our server. I think that they had an alt account. They just monitor our world chat because that's how much love people have for 1130 on the side servers. They'll get accounts in our server to sabotage us. They'll come and talk. Some people that actually left the server, VGRS,
Mm-hmm.
um, got alt accounts or left their alt accounts to talk trash to us.
Mm-hmm.
That's how bad their hatred for us is.
Mm.
So to answer your question, upstate, not it was not our own uh, server. It's somebody who was no longer in the server.
Mm-hmm.
And look at that, ex Corona. The devs don't care about the community at all. They basically turned a super active and bonded post season four server into a graveyard with one transfer period.
Mm.
Yeah, but they don't particularly care um, about the community. They don't interact with the community.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, and West Last Ward. That's a great comparison. That's an equivalent of having a Hilton Diamond status, and they downgrade your room for having status. Yeah, this is like the only place where they literally tell me you're gonna get a harsher treatment for being a spender. I'm like, really,
That's
really?
crazy.
Uh, yeah, yeah. Lorenzo, how do we view season three for your alliance? We view it. How we view every season, full of surprises, full of many enemies, right? Smitty,
Oh yeah.
if there's something that our server is known is for having few allies and many enemies, and we
Hmm.
want to keep it that way. Listen, every season, all these teams that make these massive agreements end up betraying each other. You know, you can't even fight people. In 1240, um, we had some allies and somebody kicked us from the team and we were on the other side. And you know what? We decided to, I told the server, so yeah, those are our friends on the other side, but
Hmm.
we're not going to make, we are on the Germanderie now. So we're going to fight the rebels, period. And we're going to defend our team and we're just not going to talk trash. They're our friends. Fine. We've given them respect as friends, but we're going to fight we're going to play our game. We're going to play to win.
Hmm.
And, and we did, and we won. But in 1130, even our allies fight against us.
Yeah.
It's just pathetic.
That was crazy.
It's yeah. Undu Asma, tell Nephisto that Salandria is not happy with this game too. He's VIP 18. Well, he doesn't play the game. So, with all due respect, and I don't want to think this about that right now,
Hmm.
but he doesn't play the game. He has a pilot that plays the game, so he doesn't really have a lot to complain about the game.
Mm.
When he starts playing his own account and he takes the YouTuber Smitty's friend out of his account and he plays this game, he can complain about dealing with all the trash in this game.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another story for sure.
Do you even get an option for rematch on 3v3, Nev? No, I don't. Uh, I, I don't lose in 3v3. In fact, the only person I think who has beaten a single squad is well, actually two. I think it's Pit Boss and
Captain None or
and and yeah, Captain Pit Boss or whatever the captain
mhm.
account and Nice, but they don't ever get two squads. So yeah, Neff has never lost in 3v3.
Mhm.
The main account has never. Uh, in 1240, the difference between Sil and my account is much. It's less. It's like 20 million power, hero power.
Hmm. So
Uh,
have you ever lost in your 1240 account in 3v3?
what? Less. Yeah, yeah. A fight, yes. No, the champ, the top spot. No, no, no. He wins one out of every three attacks,
Hmm.
um, and on counters.
Mm.
But straight up fight on the top score. No, 1240 has never lost. It's won season one, destroyed season two. We're gonna destroy SVS no matter what they put against that. Like 1240 has a full server. We have four functional mid-tier power alliances, and we just got Miri
Yeah.
from
1234,
1234.
right?
So
Yeah.
yeah, so we
Mhm.
just powered up even more,
Mhm.
and I want to fight one versus seven if I have to fight. I don't like to play. You know, I don't want to do. I don't want to. I mean, some people like to be part of the seven.
Yeah.
They, time has proven me that they have less fun than we do. Time has proven me that they quit faster than we do,
Hmm.
and time has proven that even our enemies want to be in 1130. And I think that that's something very hard to digest for some of our enemies, especially the leaders of our enemy alliances.
Mhm.
um yeah.
Definitely. Someone's asked what day are we on in season 2? We are on season 2 day 82. So we're on the same as him actually. Tom, you're asking that question. Someone said maybe the devs are reporting you. That'd be wild.
Ever. I don't think they are reporting us. I just think that yeah, I just think that they don't care. Listen, if they were reporting us, I would even say they care, but I don't think they even care.
Mm,
You know, they don't. They wouldn't even care to report.
right.
Uh, and I think that the only account that and this is just a theory, but I think that the only account they really have invested in, or I mean, they're invested in, or and is where they test like the VIP effects of VIP 18, and the whole gameplay is Justin. But
Mm.
I don't know. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
wrong, and everybody's wrong.
Mm. Yeah, Tarzan, has Justin ever talked to anybody? I've heard he's just like doesn't speak at all. Do you know?
Yeah, I mean, listen, they don't even have a community in YouTube. They don't care to communicate with you guys to create like content for them. They expect you to do it. They don't support you on that. And I think you know that because we tried to reach out to them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pathetic, but this is a true fact. Uh, Rise of Kingdoms reached out to me to
Mm.
basically broadcast for them and not for this game and for
Mm-hmm.
Call of Dragons. And then we were like, hey, these guys are reaching out. And I do this just to help Smitty. Not This has nothing to do with me, but
Mm.
and they're like, well, we don't have a creator program. We don't, but we're going to talk about it. They don't care. They
Mm.
don't care. Listen, they have, I think, like 60 VIP 18s. Hold
Mm.
on, let me just, I don't want to, I'll tell, that's probably more now. I never checked this, so I might not be the right person to listen to in this, but you got 36 now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
There
12,
you go.
13,
You can
14,
you can
15,
do
16, 17, 18, 20,
just count
21,
the rows. Yeah, just count the rows of how many VIP 18s there are.
29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Okay, let's see.
I think we lost you. How many VIP 18s do they have?
Yeah, sorry, I think my internet just crashed for a sec. We have 203 actually. It's a lot. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay. Hold on, let me make sure we're still live. I think we're still live.
yeah, we are.
Okay.
I think we are.
Hold on, let me try to reload my game. I don't know what happened.
So I have a question. How many VIP 18s did you count? Rows did you count?
67 rows, almost 68. There's 67 and two extras.
Let's do 68 times three. That's 204 times 500,000 bucks.
Yeah,
That's
that's.
$102 million at the bare minimum. Because I promise you, half of those VIP 18s have spent another 25 million
Yeah, that's actually
in
insane.
VIP. So you're probably talking like $150 million for from just VIP 18s,
Yeah.
and they treat us like shit,
Hmm.
like shit. And then you add the common players, which you may think they don't spend, but when you add up 600 people in a server, the average spend per person, even cutting out the free to play and the non VIP 18s, blah blah blah. I think it's like $20 a day.
Hmm.
Like they are, multiply that by the amount of servers. I think that's the calculation over the servers that were 900. I don't know the calculations on their 900, but the servers over 900 are almost there. They drop once people start getting into season 3 and 4. It drops a little bit, but
Hmm.
because the amount of people that continue to play. But yeah. Yeah, but let's not talk about Vivans. Vivans and I have a very good relationship, and Vivans does not want to know anything about the devs. And we can get him in here. Like, people really, really, really uh, need to, like, I don't know, tell him to fuck off and to give us service. I don't know how to achieve that, to be honest.
Hmm.
Um, Somebody said boycott them. We know very well that the collectiveness of this game will not be able to withdraw for 2 days or three
Yeah.
days from playing the game. And Tom, I have to say, Tom, I agree with that. I cannot repeat some of the things I have said to devs. I have literally told them possibly the worst of the worst things you can possibly imagine.
That's funny.
Yeah, and yeah, and particularly when they said they had given me an appointment with Fiona. So the developer that they had made me an appointment to talk to was Fiona,
Hmm.
and this was about, I don't know, like 5 months ago.
Hmm.
They sent me the secretary to talk to me and just take notes. To me, I think that was the most insulting thing I have ever experienced.
Yeah, I mean, you
Like
think.
if this was a if this was a business, and I went to do a transaction with somebody,
Hmm.
and they literally would just say, well, the PM, I mean, is not available, or the junior PM is not available, or whatever. But you can talk to the secretary. I'd be like,
Hmm.
dude, I'm out of here right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even going. I don't care if got on my plane and got there in 5 minutes. I would just leave.
Mm.
I would leave like immediately. This is just lack of respect. But they
Mm.
know that we're addicted to the game. That's reality, and that's why they do that
Hmm.
with us. But again, for the future, and for all of us that do want to regain our self respect at some point after quitting this fucking game. In that sense, don't play fucking more Chinese games. They these people are just they do not value tech support. They do not value consumers. They
Mm.
don't care about consumers.
Yeah. Someone asked
And
about the if there's like a contact support or something. Let's see. It's loading. Or
no.
support
There's no
contract.
number. I think that's a typo. It's support contact number, I think was what he's saying.
Hmm.
No, they contact you through. We have WhatsApp, BIP 18s, and I think BIP 17 and 16. I don't know when you get WhatsApp, but you get WhatsApp, and that's it.
Someone said my audio is being weird. Some people are saying. I don't know if it's better now. I just disconnected. Okay, hopefully that fixes it.
So what do you?
But let's see.
Anyways,
Someone said that they thought you guys got special treatment, but now they don't play anymore. Yeah, looks like they don't play anymore. Heard from
uh,
Sile pilot that Sale get special treatment at the beginning, but now he barely. Oh yeah. They're talking about Cylindra.
nobody. I'm sorry. Nobody got special treatment anywhere in the game. Not in my 1130 account, which you know that from day one has been like a monster. Uh, Nobody gave me special treatment until 40. In fact, I think that the worst server that they have treated me on is 1240. Yeah.
Wait, am I muted?
But
Okay, there I'm back. I was gonna say thanks for the donation, Neff. I appreciate it.
uh no. I mean, this is something we should do with your subscribers, Smitty.
Hmm.
We should talk to them and ask and get like Q&A sessions, 15-minute Q&A sessions a week.
Hmm.
Think that this is more interesting than anything. But did I ever settle my beef with 1237? Oh no. That your leader, if you're in 1237, you should run out of that server. If we ever catch them down, we're gonna slice their heads, like we did in season one. And yeah, that guy is what's his name? It's a werewolf picture. I forget his name, but he's trash. He's like exactly the type of ally you never want.
Hmm.
Um, some people get special treatment. The devs, yes, nobody. The devs get special treatment, and I think that they get that from their massage therapist. And since I can't get banned for saying that shit here, yeah, they probably just spend all their money in whores and just don't pay attention to anything that goes down here. Um, yeah, Asma. Yeah, they talk to you in WhatsApp. That's what I said before. Uh, they make it look like they care about your opinion, but they don't.
Mm,
They'll talk to you and, oh, and how would you do this and da. And they never do that. Um, I have a couple of lawyers here in my own office that work for me 24/7.
mm,
Um, and one of them is specialization is litigation. So the problem, and it's got actually, I actually researched this for another situation, and it's California, it's arbitration. It's very hard to really say that you're playing the game on the wrong false advertisement, because you could do that maybe in 30 days into the game, but after basically, I think my account has been running for a year. I think the oldest one is, or coming into the year. Um, it's not you can't do that. Can't do that. But yeah.
mm.
Uh, how did Pit Boss end up with Captain No Name? Fine, let's go there. I
Sure.
think that's a good question. I think a lot of people want to know that.
Yep.
First of all, we didn't buy the account.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I didn't pay a single dollar for that account. Captain got tired of the game. He missed me a lot during season two. He said it was the difference between season one and season two was horrible. I mean, he had a lot of fun, I guess, in season one. And season two, there was no antagonism deals, and it was all deals, and there was no war, and there's no real drama. So he was very bored. Um, and he tried to sell me the account. He tried to sell the account to other people. And the reality is, as much as you may think a VIPIT account has a resale value, it doesn't.
Mm,
And the reason it doesn't is because you can buy a, let's just say one of you just buys a VIP18 account, right? If you don't keep spending on it, it becomes obsolete very quickly. In less than 60 days, it will become obsolete in
mm,
the terms of what you need to buy. And a couple of reasons, right? Now you have oil, you have
mm-hmm.
the gorilla, which you have to spend on substantially. You have more valor that you need to spend, and the drone that you need to grow, plus other things are coming, the cards, VIP, I mean, tier 11. So it doesn't really serve anybody to get a big account like that. And I guess in the end, he just realized that he's like, you know what? You guys made this game fun for me, and I'm gonna go to 11:30, play the account. I don't know if I'll be back. Uh, and just make good content. I was like, okay, and that was literally like 2 days before transfers closed.
Mm,
Um, so it wasn't something like we planned. Captain and I had been very good friends at the beginning of the game. Then he wanted some. We kind of both uh, telepathically agreed that we were going to be enemies because we are the only competition to each other, basically. So we just created the antagonism, and I think that made season one a lot of fun. I think that made also the preseason a lot of fun, and I just think that they went to season two, I think that 25 just made deals and stuff like that, and it was just not the same thing, right? Antagonism is what really keeps people and momentum going. So yeah. So
mm.
Captain, we did not buy. SA, Neff, you have beef with everybody. Yes, and that's by design. We don't. I don't want peace with everybody. I mean, you can choose to be friends with everybody, and you can go play Farmville, and you're gonna have the same amount of fun. But why would you want to be friends with everybody? So then, when you go into wars, you can't attack anybody, and that's really what's happening and making a lot of people quit. In the end, the amount of betrayal, the amount of like people just basically they we don't have that yet as much here, but it happened in 1134, and it happened with whatever the other alliance was in that division. 1134 had an alliance with 1126, and that alliance was made because they wanted to destroy me. But their alliance was really fake because um, they did not want to um, be friends. They had a common enemy. It's as harsh as it sounds, and this is something I've talked about in multiple interviews. You don't want to be friends with everybody. You want to have enemies, and you want to make it interesting. The fights have to look intense. If you see half of the fights in this channel, and I think part of the reason of the success of this channel, on top of as many qualities and the good content that he provides and the editing and how he makes it fun, is the fact that most times you go to other channels and you see fights,
Mm-hmm.
you're seeing basically one side already winning at the beginning of the fight.
Yeah.
And in our side, if we did that, if we were allies with three people in every SVS, like true allies, there would be no fights.
Mm.
There would be no content. There would be no adrenaline. I mean, in every season that we've basically played against every goddamn thing on the even our own allies in season two were against us.
Yeah.
Um, so so I think that the answer to that question is not that uh, I'm against the world. I mean, I just play to have fun, right?
Mm.
I'm not this persona in real life at all. My wife is in the office next to me, and she can tell you I'm worse. I'm just kidding. Uh, but uh, but it's part of the mechanics. I mean, Mr. Nice has admitted it to me that if it hadn't been for me, he would have quit
Mm.
in season two. And if you see, that's what's motivating 52 to come back up, right? That they took a beating from us when they shouldn't have.
Mm.
Uh, they had Prey, they had 52, they had 51, they had like, how did they end up 14? And and they can cry and they can get angry, but we enjoy that. And they probably got their adrenaline too. Now they got a reason to come and chop our heads off our bodies. Um, and I like that dynamic going forward. What I don't really like in that dynamic is when things like the SPS is coming up and they're it's like 7 versus 1, but then they're boasting like they won, right?
Mm.
There's a cost to bring in six of your friends to fight me alone, especially the dead server of 1130. There's a cost, and
Mm.
that cost is you fight us, but and you come alone, then you fight us one on one, then you can say you won one on you beat us.
Mm-hmm.
But if you come with six allies, six servers, three VIP teams, and 600 people that are not from your server on top of the 600 people on your server, and then you're gonna go to a dual chat and talk like you're big. Nah, I'm not gonna give it to you. I'm not gonna respect you. Thank you for the fight. Thank you for making us look good. I'm sure Smithy loves to put those in, and particularly the one where we had TNFD, God, Pray, TNSC. Like we had
Oh
seven
yeah.
alliances in a furnace. I mean, it was crazy, and we still took it down. We don't care because that furnace was going to go down no matter what. But when it was their time to come for our furnace with all their friends, guess what happened? They couldn't take it down,
Mm.
right?
Yeah, that was a good
Um,
battle.
so and to me, it's the best battle in the entire game so far.
Mm.
Maybe only matched by the one against 1126, which 1134 ripped from our hands, but
Mm. Yeah, the
that's
SVS.
another thing.
Mm-hmm. Tom said earlier, he said the dev formula is to lock up top prizes and keep us spending and chasing power. He said he has a dev in his alliance that he thinks is a developer who's offline for 2 weeks but still somehow gaining power, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That may be very possible. Uh, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like to say that people are devs because they spend money or whatnot, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
uh, yeah.
Yeah. Talk,
Christopher Carroll. People should really take the time to evaluate not just how much money, but as much time in a game making people they don't know even reach time and money could be used more wisely. Yeah. So, Christopher, regarding that, statement. Yeah. Listen, I like watches. I like Pateks. I like cars like Ferraris, Mercedes, Porsche, blah blah blah. I like planes. I have a citation. Like th- people will spend wherever they want to spend money, wherever they think that they're going to get the most benefit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is like at the beginning of a relationship with your girlfriend, right?
Mm.
And if there are wives here, if I get shot at, Smitty, you can take the third bullet because I'm not going to make it to the second one. But it's like when you meet your girlfriend, right? So at the beginning, you're going to spend a lot of money to impress her, take it out to get dinners, pick her up in a fancy car, blah blah blah. And eventually, after you've been there a while, you're gonna stop, and then you're gonna take her and buy her some clothes and blah blah blah. And eventually, you're gonna stop spending on her, and you're gonna go back to spending on yourself. It's the same thing. It's a matter of preference where people spend money, and particularly what they're getting out, the satisfaction. To me, the game still works, still gives me satisfaction. Today, I'm honestly not feeling that same way at this moment. Right now, I'm contemplated a couple times deleting the fucking game today. So
Hmm.
I'm not done with that discussion within myself. It might happen. I have done this before, and a lot of people thought I was not gonna do it. I did it in Iraq, and I had 1.5 billion power account. I think it was like third account in a certain the entire game, and I started a year later.
Hmm.
I did it in Call of Dragons, and I was there. I would say a year ahead of everybody. I was like on the first 20 servers after release, and there's nobody within 700 million power of me. And I don't think there's anybody still within 700 million power of that account.
Hmm.
And I've done it at Age of Empires. I've done it in multiple games. The day that I get tired and I get sick of devs and content, or I get bored, I just get a pilot and it's goodbye. I just leave it to somebody and I just passively transfer the account.
Hmm.
There's no selling these accounts, so I just passively transfer it out.
Yeah, I've heard there's several VIP 18s that have been trying to sell their accounts for a while. Like there's the one guy who I'm not gonna say his name, but I remember he had reached out to me to reach out to you about selling his account. He had like 600 million overall power, and he had been struggling to sell his account for I think he's trying to sell for 75K. But it's just yeah, it's hard to sell VIP 18 accounts. It's a lot harder than you would think probably.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Hey, Lisa, shout out. Yes, 1139 is our oldest and strongest ally, and we do love that server. And
Hmm.
if there's a person, one of the reasons that one of our fours is not here in going into season 3 is exactly because of what happened with 1139, and we will always stand with 1139 and Chef
Oh yeah.
and Wolf and the crew. And we appreciate that they didn't show up to their last battle in the furnace to be there for us. So we will not forget that.
Oh yeah.
So if you land in an SVS with us, I mean, not an SVS, in a season with us and 1139, you better not log in that season because you're going to get smashed. That is one of the few alliances that we will honor until the end of the game. No,
Hmm.
I mean, it's been not conditional. It's not been situational. They were with us throughout season 1 and at the end of season 2.
Hmm.
Because of that BS, they were able to come. Two of their whales came in and just basically, you know, made the difference. I mean,
Oh yeah.
not to disregard our engineers who were basically just brutal. Our engineers were just brutal in the last war.
Hmm.
I asked Mr. Nice like 6 times in that war while he was attacking the furnace. Our engineers, I think, got it all but twice,
Hmm.
and I think Rose got Ash like 10 times and got her spot back literally 10 times. Like I don't think we lost Rose's spot. Mr. Nice was a little bit more complicated. But yeah,
Hmm.
Kelvin. Well, I don't know what's going to happen with the Kelvin account. It transferred into 1240, so we don't really know what's going to happen.
Oh
If it
yeah.
comes to that, we'll
Wasn't
probably buy it and give it to somebody in the alliance. But that's still ongoing discussion. Yeah,
wait, so Kelvin and Miri, they're both from 1234, right?
yeah. That's like I don't know what in TNT. I don't really know the whole story on that server. We just had um, season 2 against them, they were not very, and we had an SVS against them. We
Mm-hmm.
destroyed them in the SVS.
Yep.
And on the season, they were like nothing. They were like they were the team that bumped us from the other side, and we fought against our enemies and our friends, and they're not that impressive. They're a very disorganized server. The players don't know how to play, and it's
Hmm.
just lack of leadership all around. It's yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, no lawsuit. We don't think that that's anything that's going to be worth the time.
Hmm.
So, don't worry, enough. In the new season, you'll have much fun with the new timed attacks meta. I can see 30 plus squads bouncing your alliance center in a matter of seconds. What? I don't know what he's talking about. Smitty, do you know what he's talking about?
Wait, I'm trying to. Where's that comment at? I'm trying to even see it.
XX Corona.
Um, Maybe it's farther up.
So,
I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Don't worry, enough. In the new season, you'll have so much fun with the new timed attacks meta. I can see a 30 plus squad. Oh, I think she's saying that like if you time your squats correctly, hitting the whatever the build or the thing is called in season 3. I don't remember what the name of it is, but it's a lot harder or almost impossible to defend. I remember someone talking about that in season 2, actually saying that what we should have done when we were attacking, and it's basically impossible to defend, is try to line up all of our attacks pretty much at the exact same time. When like the whale, obviously some of the whales will hit the whatever that building is consistently with some of their other squads, and then whenever the like everyone will do their rallies, obviously, and they try to time their rallies so that all of them hit within like 5 to 10 seconds of each other after the big guys hit, and then it's pretty much impossible to defend at that point. I think that's maybe
yeah,
what
I
they're
mean,
referring to.
yeah, we we in that sense in 1240 it was sad because we didn't even. I don't think we got attacked even once. It was pathetic.
Hmm.
But in 1130, um, we had one fight where we had problems, and it couldn't have been solved with any strategy because it was just like 20 people showed up to fight because they thought our enemy was so weak that we just couldn't. Uh, we couldn't do enough hits. So
Hmm.
we do have a lot of strategies with the rallies, and we implemented them. I think if you see the fight versus GQD, right, Smitty, it's up
Mm-hmm.
there in the channel.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we implemented something very similar to that Corona, and eh, oh boy, oh boy. I don't think we burnt the furnace faster than GQD's furnace, which had two VIP 18s inside
Hmm.
and one of the largest concentrations of mid power whales in the entire division. And
Hmm.
we walked them through. We walked through them like butter. We
Hmm.
we we outplayed them. We nuked better. We positioned better. We were engineering better. So we may be 100 fools in a server, and they may cause the dead server or whatnot. But we play with a lot of strategy and gameplay. We're not just throwing money at the game. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that that's what aggravates a lot of our enemies, that we don't give them a lot of room to maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Nice himself has said, like, oh, I have to step up my game, blah, blah, blah. I told him, don't attack the furnace. You're going to lose.
Hmm.
Um, and he did. So he ended up 14. He just,
Yeah.
and his friends, Prey, ended up 7, 4. So
Hmm.
people won season 1, 2, basically didn't do anything because they just won because they didn't lose soil because our allies couldn't even get
Hmm.
organized within their own servers, and we were not
Hmm.
going to babysit our allies through war, and we will never do that. Right?
Right.
Just 1139, 1139,
Mm-hmm.
Smitty,
Yeah.
1139.
Oh yeah. Well, one thing too is
Uh,
like in
area area from 1126 is very close to that feeling.
mm,
And but yeah, we're not going to babysit our allies during seasons. That's not going to happen.
mm-hmm. I was gonna say something, but I actually lost my train of thought. But yeah, 1126. You know, it's really interesting because 1126 obviously used to be like pretty much our biggest enemy in season 1, and now Area's like a great, I guess, ally of ours.
Yeah, it's funny, right? It's it, in most of these games, your mortal enemies from the start
Mm-hmm.
usually end up being your friends in the long run,
Mm,
and Captain is a prime example of that.
definitely.
Crazy shooter from 26, and Hawk by the end of season one were there too. Um, Chubbs, even the interview he
Mm-hmm.
gives you, he actually, if you hear him talking,
Mm-hmm.
he understands why I have to be the bad guy, like,
Mm-hmm.
and why I strive to be the bad guy, because somebody has to be. Otherwise, the game is boring.
Yeah.
But I really had nothing but respect for Chubbs. He was the reason I had fun in season one,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I think it's important to have enemies, and especially well organized ones, right? If
Mm-hmm.
not, I'm going to be bored. I don't want to walk over our enemies. That doesn't make me
It's not fun.
strategize. That doesn't give me dopamine. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you're in our force, Smitty. You know what goes down in that chat, and
Yeah.
I see Rose is somewhere in the chat there talking.
Yep.
Rose is from 39 originally. Now she's like
Mm-hmm.
the adopted kid in 1130.
Yep.
She's like she's like the boss of me in a way, and the boss of Pitt. And she, yeah, we're not gonna talk about. We'll do a Rose moment later, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Autobot rollout. I watched the battle with Hawk on the phone. I said, "Oop, there goes Rose." Oop, Rose came right back. I was like watching Scooby Doo. Yeah, yeah, Rose, that fight. And for those that don't know, Rose is the third account in power in 1130.
Yep.
It's a very solid account, and it has a very, very good driver. Sometimes she's moody, but she is deadly as they come.
It's funny.
She has a mortal enemy from 1819. It's
Oh
an
yeah.
Empire lady. I don't know her name. Do you remember her name, Smitty?
Wasn't it like something cat? Cat something?
Cat. Yeah, that's like Rose's nightmare. It's not even like because Rose has the same power basically that Bethy in 1152. But
Mm-hmm.
Bethy's just trash. She doesn't know how to play the game. She just likes to go into chats and just talk sick to people, and convince people to do stupid shit and betray each other.
Hmm.
But in the game core, in what's gaming, pure gaming, Rose met her match in 1819.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. There's always something going on there. It seemed like that was fun.
Uh, that was my comments. Maybe Lala said.
Yeah. Tom said, Rose is a good friend of mine. We flirt, lol.
Neff, buy this game and fix this. That listen, I've been called Elon Musk like 20 fucking times in the last 3 days. I don't know which one of you started a Reddit post in Korea or in Taiwan or something. I'm not Elon Musk. I would not be. Trust me, if I was Elon Musk, there wouldn't be one Mephisto. There would be 100 Mephistos in 1130. I'm a guy who, listen. I'm in that sense. I care about the alliance a lot, so I help.
Yeah.
There have been some SVSs. I mean, not SVSs. Some VSs that I have
Hmm.
literally sent money to every single player in the alliance.
Mm.
Every single player. Nobody in 1130 in FAFO can say that they don't know what bricks are, or they have not used bricks.
Mm.
In fact, some of the transfers in learn what bricks are after they came here. But we do take care of. I do try to care about everybody here. So
Yeah.
I want everybody to feel also that they matter,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why this engineering situation is like amazing for FAFO. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry, Smitty.
No, no, I was gonna say you definitely do an amazing job of taking care of the whole alliance, and I think everybody can attest to that for sure.
Uh, have you look at that? Look at that. Have you hit level 35 yet? No, I can't. And the devs, that part of the beginning of this video is how devs screwed us
Mm.
in a way. So you can take a look after we finish, and it's live stream. live and watch it. You can go back at the beginning of the video. Why we really this became a Q&A now, like improvised, but really this was not the original idea of this. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we definitely should do more of these
what's
Q
our
and
plan?
A's.
Yeah, we could do Q&As. If 100 people send messages to the devs to fuck off Neff, to keep off my fucking shit and just treat me like one more player. I'd rather be invisible than be treated like a king. And I just didn't. I just cannot believe that they literally like. If you look at the way that the message about the mute goes, you can transfer that to the mentality of what they did, and it makes it's like, well, you had more drone parts and more valor, so we're gonna take that advantage from you. You have a higher standard. It's the same thing. That's what they're saying. They're punishing me for being BIP 18.
Mm, yeah, it's definitely not fair. I mean, if
Well,
anything,
I
they should
mean,
give
there's
you.
no.
If anything, they should definitely be giving you the opposite treatment. Because I mean, you're literally like one of their biggest spenders and supporters.
Well, I can tell you for a fact that I've outspent Golden Fighter and Justin. If they have other accounts, that's another thing.
Mm-hmm.
But between both my BIP accounts and what I know for a fact I've spent in other accounts in 1130, including the one that got banned because the idiot of Roland Cole charged back the devs, and
Mm,
that's a sad story. He spent up to like the first capital and
mm-hmm.
the first SBS actually,
Mm-hmm.
and then he and I reached an agreement basically on I'm going to keep spending and growing your account, but if you quit, that account comes to FAFO.
Mm,
And one day he's telling somebody that he had taken a loan to fix his house,
mm,
and instead he used the money in the game. So somebody before was talking about, I think it was uh, Carol. Was that Corona? I think no, it was not Corona. Carol's. I think it was Carol. That better things to spend the money. Hey, if you took a loan out for 30,000 bucks to fix your house, fix your house. Okay, don't spend it on this game. Like your house is priority, right? This is just like burn money. Like you should be able to spend on this game what you won't feel. And what I mean, we won't feel like imagine what you would spend on a Friday night drinking with your buddies. If you don't like drinking with your buddies and you like gaming, well, spend that in the game. Don't spend more than that. But I think Cole trying to catch up with me at the beginning of the server and with Banks, they both outspent their Banks didn't, but Cole did.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I put $50,000 into that account, and he charged back, and the account got lost. And then he wanted to sell me the account with a negative $16,000 balance for me, and then to pay on top of the $50,000 I lost in there.
Mm,
He wanted me to pay the debt, and on top of that, pay him $10,000. I said, "Fuck you."
that's crazy. Yeah, we actually well
Yeah,
we have an unreleased podcast where we dive a little bit more into it, but that'll be released at a later date.
yeah, we did do an interview that's still not posted, but will be posted. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
get me bricks. That bricks stuff. Hey, let me tell you something. Somebody in this channel won $5,000
Mm-hmm.
in bricks. Somebody in this channel, and before that, somebody won. I think it was $500, Smitty.
Two. Well, there's a $200 and a $500 winner, but the 500 never claimed, but the $200 winner claimed his, so he got the 200.
Oh, we can do. Then we can do. How about after next FCS, we do another 500 for that guy who never claimed it, and we give it to new subscribers, and that way they get something.
Sure. Yeah, sounds good. Should we make it exclusive
Right?
to whoever's on the live stream tomorrow?
I mean, do it for next Saturday, not tomorrow. I want
Okay.
everybody to show up for next Saturday. I want everybody to show for
The final. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah. That sounds good.
Felipe, Felipe, Felipe. It is disgusting. It is detrimental to the people you call your friends because they were spending and your friends are spending, and I mean that you were playing for the team and you basically stab everybody. It is disgusting.
Mm. Yeah.
That's, you know what? It sucks, and in a way, it's good because a lot of people thought that money, we were not going to pay it out, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
And they thought it's a scam to get. I got so many messages like, "Oh, you're going to scam people. You're never going to pay the award out." And I was like, "We're going to pay $5,000 is nothing
Mm.
to me." And so I mean, I spend 10, 12,000 a day in this fucking game alone. So
Mm. Yeah, yeah. I got several messages too. Even the winner, he said at first he wasn't sure if it was legit or not, and then when he won, he was like, you can hear in the interview, he talked about this. He said, "Oh wow," he said, "when I won and I saw the bricks in my account, he said I couldn't believe it, like it actually was real." He said I wasn't sure if you were just trying to troll me or if you were being serious. But yeah, I mean um, we're honest and we definitely have integrity when we do giveaways and things like that. So
it's very interesting. Sorry, I had to get that one out. You see what I just typed?
Yeah, I see the chat. That's funny.
uh, I had to get that one out of my system. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Oh, wow.
so
Someone
yeah,
said
I mean,
someone said that their whole alliance thought it was a scam at first.
um, yeah, I mean, uh, yeah. Neff, did you see that June Destroyer is selling his account? Well, actually, that account has been sold twice because
Mm.
actually not sold, but that's not June is not really the original owner. I think Destroyer is, and then he gave it to June, and I don't know what's happening with that account. I have a good relationship with him, by the way, so I don't know. I'm guessing he's gonna write to me at some point, but yeah,
Mm.
we haven't heard about that. But that's interesting because that's in our bracket and our transfer bracket, and since I'm apparently never going to be able to bring Fury to 11:30 because the day that my 1240 account gets combined with 11:30 Nef, it is going to be the death of every goddamn enemy we have. I don't care. I will fight 1v7s then and be asleep. There's a big difference between what's his name? There's a big difference between the Neff account and the Fury account, but there's a huge difference between Fury and Captain and Neff and Captain. You could fit two Neffs in Captain in power, and you're gonna see that because getting to level 35. Somebody asked earlier about level 35 rich quarters.
Hmm.
It takes a long time to get there. But on top of that, the resources needed to get there in stone, gold, and food are substantial. I mean, I think it's like 120 G's.
Mm. That's a lot. Wait, actually, that reminds me. I have a question, Neff, for you. So I know a lot of people have seen that you have like a crap ton of gold and all your resources. Obviously, is that from your opening your boxes too, or do you have a ton more in your inventory?
I don't know how much I have left, but yeah, I think I have like 150, 100. Tell you right now what I have. I don't even know. I
So,
spent a lot. I spent a lot. The 32 was 31 was well almost the 32 has been pricey.
hmm. Someone they put their name as the
I have 145 G's of food, 130 stone, 146 gold, and in resources. So maybe I'll send you a picture
hmm.
and you can share it.
Okay.
So to answer that question, oh yeah, I haven't opened jack shit lately. In a very long time, I haven't opened anything, and I think that screenshot that I just sent you is gonna scare some people.
Let me see. Oh, jeez, that's actually insane. Do you want me to
Yeah.
show the chat?
Yeah, show it.
Okay,
It
here.
doesn't matter, bro.
Oh wait, let's see if it'll. Oh man. Okay. Is that clear enough for you guys, chat? I don't know if you guys can see how many resources there are here. It's crazy. He's got 9,200 of the gold boxes, 21,900 of the gold food, 22,000 of the gold iron, and 38,000 of the gold. And not including the 146 G's of gold in his inventory and 145 G's of food and 129 G's of iron. That's actually insane. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I gotta go soon, but yeah, we have a lot of fanboys in the dual chat. If you're not in the bracket with 11:30, you're missing out on the fun. I've tried to spice it up in 12:40, but it just doesn't grip. Everybody wants to be our friends. Even and Rose can tell you, like Rose is so, Rose is very blunt. We call her Rosie O'Donnell, but she's like she's like Catwoman, man.
Mm,
She's never gonna like you. And
mm.
even she even insults people in the 12:40 brackets, and nobody wants to be our enemy. It's horrible. I honestly don't have as much fun in 12:40 as I have in 11:30.
Mm.
Tom, we have not. I'm not even 32. We just got yeah.
Yep, 31.
My speed ups are not going to be shared. RJ, my speed ups are not going to be shared. Those are privy, and they're privy because our enemies can think whatever they want. But don't worry, uh, I will not run out of those ever. Not in tech and not in build.
Hmm.
If you think my resources are scary, think about somebody who never loses troops but buys every speed up that comes out.
Yeah, that's insane. I can't even imagine how many you have.
Yeah, Undu, I have to say that I log a lot of accounts and just to basically get a sense of where people are and cost, and particularly in 11:30, I like to help, and I agree with that. It is very hard for free to play players to um, accumulate resources, but the way that you can go around that is you subscribe to the channel, get more people to subscribe to the channel, and if you win the awards we give here,
Hmm.
you get $500 next Saturday, and you can spend it. You
Yeah.
can get resources.
Hmm. He had like 1,000 days of speed. Apparently, Bevan's had like 1,000 days of speed ups like a month or so ago. RJ said, "That's crazy."
A thousand what?
1,000 days of speed ups.
That's nothing.
Oh,
I can
really?
tell you that. But 3 weeks ago, I had 15 years of uh, the non-build and non-research, and I think if Rose is in that channel, yeah. Oh, apparently I'm getting insulted in 12:40, huh? Let's see. What's happening in 12:40, Rose?
15 years. Dang, Tom, you got stuck with Bevins twice in
Uh,
3 days.
Tom, are you level 31?
Yes, he
Yeah,
is.
that's why. Because you're only grouped with 31s, Tom. Rose
Hmm.
figured that out. Rose, there's nothing interested in 12:40 world chat. But anyways, I have to go. But this was fun.
Yeah,
We could do this weekly. I
yeah.
think we had a lot of people stay in and be engaged. So I think that's
Hmm.
we can schedule something and do it more on time and make it more Q and A. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to answer questions for the devs. but I will be able to bash them and talk shit about them and tell you how horrible their service is until it improves. And I promise you, next time you guys can prepare and bring a bottle of whiskey, wine, champagne, whatever the hell you want, and we can talk shit here in a mature environment where I don't get muted and I don't get told shit and I can't then can't speak my fucking mind. And by the way, you guys are welcome to speak your minds there. So,
Yep.
um, and then we can basically one day maybe torture Rose and beat on her. She doesn't like the attention, but she does.
We can have a roasting
Um,
session.
but we can do more. And by the way, guys, I'm not as good looking as Smitty. He's always getting messages. I'm getting messages like you're very handsome on Neff. That's Smitty, guys. Yeah, it's like yeah. Smitty is single. I'm married, but he's single. You guys can
No,
send
no.
messages to Smitty.
Oh my
We can
god.
find him in 11:30.
Oh my god.
He is looking. He is looking for a wife. So yeah,
No,
no, I
yeah.
actually am older than that. I'm 40. I am 41, so I'm a little bit older. I've been gaming for a while. But anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. It
Yeah,
was
thank you
fun.
guys.
I feel a lot better after talking. I feel a lot better after talking my my brain out. I was very angry before coming into this thing. It turned out to be a positive way to focus my energies, and
Hmm.
I really had a good time
Hmm.
talking back and forth with you
Yeah.
guys. Okay,
Yeah,
so we'll
awesome.
do something and figure out something for next time. Okay,
Yeah, sounds good. That was fun. Thanks for jumping on.
and tune in for tomorrow for the battle.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's going to be spicy.
Hmm.
It there's no set winner. Um, so it is going to be a very tough battle for
Hmm.
11:30. We only have 100 people, so
Hmm.
yep.
Yeah, it'll be a good fight.
Take
Tune
care,
in.
guys.
All right, thanks, Neff. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. It was definitely a different style of live stream this week, but yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow. We got an exciting SVS coming, and it'll be interesting to see who shows up, if there's going to be other servers interfering and all that good stuff. So yeah, it'll be fun. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the live stream, 9 a.m. CST, 10 p.m. Or wait, I think 10 p.m. Eastern time, something like that. But yeah, anyway, tune in.